Okay, guys, we are recording for Team Inspire Action Zoom for our Thursday night Zoom. We're actually on second and fourth days of the month of this week, or this month, but usually we do the first Wednesday and third Thursday. So we will get back to that schedule for August coming up. Thank you so much for getting on, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I am going to give some announcements at the beginning here, and then we're just going to jump in and kind of do a summit recap and some takeaways that some of us that attended have for you, and then answer any of your questions. So, announcements that I have, I'm going to be starting a team calendar, and I know a lot of you are on two team pages, maybe your Upline Diamond and then our Team Inspire Action page, and I want to help you to keep things as organized as possible for what training groups are coming up, what challenge groups, and things like that. So I'm going to be doing a Team Inspire Action calendar graphic, and I will pin that to the top of the team page every month so that you know kind of what's going on and what you can look forward to, what you can share with your coaches to help them be informed. So on that, we will definitely have all of the Coach Basics training groups, any of the Push to Emerald groups, any team-wide challenge groups or team-wide clean eating. Let's see, any sneak peeks or open houses that you have available to you. So anything that is on there, you are more than welcome to join, and you just need to let me know anytime. So as for this month, we have a Push to Emerald group starting on Monday. So if you've completed Coach Basics, or you will be completing it, tomorrow is our last day. You can jump into that Push to Emerald group, okay? If you've not completed a Coach Basics group yet, you should wait and do that first. You'll need that background before you get into a Push to Emerald group. Our last Push to Emerald group was really successful. We had several new Emeralds come out of that, and people that are also still pushing towards that, that participated in that group. So I really hope you'll jump into that group if you are wanting to build your business and move forward. And Emerald, if anybody doesn't know, is where you have sponsored two coaches, one on each leg of your organization. And it affords you a lot of benefits. We went over those recently in the Coach Basics group, but you can get a lot of other benefits that help you to build your business by reaching Emerald rank and then continuing to build from there. So it's a great group to get in if you're ready for that push kind of to the next level. You want that level of accountability and you want some increased training. Great group to join. We're starting that on Monday. Even if you're at Emerald and you have a coach that you want to help get to Emerald, you'll want to join that group. Or if you just want some increased accountability for your own business, daily activities, it's a great group to jump into as well. And then we'll also be doing, this is a little bit of a change, we're going to do a social media training and Team Cup group all in one together. And we're not going to do a Coach Basics group for August. Okay, so we're going to do this other group instead. It will have a lot of the basic stuff that we do generally have in a Coach Basics group, but it's going to be really focused on social media, primarily Facebook. It's what the majority of us on this team use, but if you use other stuff, we can, definitely touch on that. You can still get, ideas and information about that, but it'll be mainly focused on Facebook. And then focus on those that are involved in the Team Cup. If you're not on a Team Cup team, you should be, but if you're not, you still can participate in that group. And we're going to do that, and then we'll pick back up with any of the Coach Basics group next September. Generally, the schedule will be the first Monday of the month. We'll start a Coach Basics group, and then the third Monday, we'll do a coaching sneak peek or open house. And the fourth Monday, we'll start the Push to Emerald group. So we're really going to have a routine and a system and a schedule to follow for all those groups to keep that, straight for you and for any coaches that you're bringing into the team. Let's see. And so we'll be posting in the team page about anybody that wants to join that social media group. And it's a really great way to get really solid on your social media posts and your comfort level using Facebook for your business and to connect with new people. Okay, that's what it's all about. It's social media, it's social, it's a networking site. So it's really to help you to network and connect with new people. and maintain relationships with, people you're already connected with. Okay, so that calendar will be posted at the beginning of the month and have everything on there that we need to know for the whole month. You can always check back on there. Let's see. Also, Super Saturday. It's Super Saturday weekend coming up. In Toledo, we're doing a Super Friday, so I hope that any of you that are here are planning to attend that. If not, you can still register, and please, I hope that you will. It really will be worth it. It's great to get together with other coaches and have that Team Beachbody experience, as a group. Also, there's events all over. So if you're on video, raise your hand if you're going to, or wave at me if you're going to some type of Super Friday, Super Saturday event. Any of you? Awesome. Great. Cool. So Athena, are you going to one in Boston? Yay! Oh, that'll be cool. I can't wait to hear about it. That's awesome, because I really love to hear about what other people do and how other events go. So I know there's also one in Columbus, if any of you are going to that. Jill, you're coming to the one here, right? On Friday, tomorrow? Hey! And then I know there's a big one in New York that Carl Deichler and Sagi, Body Beast trainer, will be at. So I think we have some people on the team that are going to that too. Marsha, I think maybe you and Janine were thinking about that one.
I'm signed up. I'm going.
Yay, good.
I can't make it, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I'll be there.
Awesome. You'll definitely have to let us know. Take pictures, post them, and tag me in any pictures of anybody's Super Saturdays or Fridays or Sundays. Definitely. I would love to see them. So post them and tag me in it for sure. I can't wait to see you guys that are going to be at ours on Friday as well. We're going to do a fun workout at the end, and I'm going to be up there helping lead that. So that'll be really fun. Let's see. Okay, so just to recap, the first Monday of the month will generally start a new Coach Basics group. August will be different because we'll be doing the social media Team Cup group. Anybody can join that. Next, Team Cup. Okay, so have all of you heard of Team Cup before? Raise your hand. Shake your head. Yes, I hope so. Are you all planning to be on a team? Yes, good. If you are not, that's okay. I have to register my team still, and I'm still, figuring out who exactly is going to be on it. So there's definitely going to be open spots or people that can pair together and get a team going. So it's a team of 5. You work together. You get points based on Success Club and on rank advancements. Okay. And it's really a great way to just push your business forward, help you kind of get outside your comfort zone, step outside what you're normally, doing, and really just say, hey, it's part of a contest. I'm having fun. I'm trying to help as many people as I can, and invite, just get really comfortable inviting, and you get lots of fun prizes and just help push each other forward as a team. So we'll be signing up Team Cup teams through the end of July, and then we start that August 1st. And let's see. Next, I think we're at Summit. So Summit is hard to describe. It truly is an amazing experience that is really hard to put into words. And I know you've seen a lot of our pictures. We try to share that, and you'll see them continue to come out. You'll see lots more pictures from it. But it's such an amazing experience. There's so much learning and so much that you can take away from the top coaches that speak and people that are recognized on stage, and the success stories that they share. Bring coaches up that have, retired their husbands from the military so they can be home. And it's all so inspiring and motivating. And it helps you to really see the big picture of what Team Beachbody is all about. It's not just here's a great shake, or here's a really cool workout that we love doing, and let's, post pictures about it. Yes, it's all that, but it's so much more. And it's all the people that you get together with and be surrounded with. And I loved meeting so many of you from other cities and people that we've seen in little boxes on the computer or, Facebook statuses, but really seeing and hugging you and dancing with you and laughing together and crying together and all of that. So such a cool experience. And I can't believe how many of you are registered for next year. I'm so excited to hear so many people saying, I'm going, I'm registered, I'm in. So I really cannot wait to see how many of our team are there next year. And you still can register. As far as I know, we're not on a wait list yet, but I know they're thinking it will sell out pretty soon. And they will start a wait list, and people will still get on. And they try
are waitlisted, Colleen.
Is it really? Okay.
Waitlisted, yeah.
Dang. Okay. So, but people can still qualify for Success Starters, right? When you get Success Club, your first 3 months that you're in the business. And there will absolutely be a wait list, and a lot of people will get off that wait list. It just happens that way. Some people, get a ticket, think they can go, and something comes up, so they have to cancel it, and somebody else. And tickets that are bought now are transferable. So even people on our team or, extended team, if they buy a ticket and can't go, they can transfer it to you. And you just have to technically kind of do that through Beachbody and let them know who you transferred it to. So there will be other tickets for sale. So definitely get on the wait list if you have not gotten your ticket yet. So let's get into a little bit about Summit and talk kind of about our top takeaways from that. Lindsay, did you have some that you wanted to cover? And it doesn't have to be a lot. It can be just a couple things, but a little bit about what your experience was.
Yeah, I was just looking through my notes a little bit as you were talking. And, I just think that, and I think you're right, though. I mean, it's not about a fitness program, and it's not about a shake. And I think that so many people think that that's all that it's about. But there's just this personal development piece to Beachbody, and, really looking at yourself as a whole. And I think that this summit really focused on that. A lot of the speeches and a lot of the presenters really talked about, how much time are you spending on your business, but, really how much time are you focusing on your family, and that not to forget that piece of it. They talked a lot about your spouse or your significant other, and, you make your calendar, and in your calendar in your day, you have all these things in your day that you want to do. You want to work out, you need to go to work, you need to make dinner, you need to, whatever you have to do, but what else is on there that you schedule for your family, and, not to forget how important that is. And so there was actually a lot. I felt like there was a lot about that. And remembering and keeping that in the forefront is that's really more important than anything else. But some of the other things that they talked about, I think that I hear so often about people that are posting on Facebook, and you may get 20 people that are commenting on your post positively, but there's that one person that comments negatively on your post for whatever reason. That person sticks out to you. And it's that one person's negative comment that, sort of gets to you and drives you nuts, and you think about it all week about your post, but you forget about all the other good things that happen. And, they just talked about that a little bit, is that remember that when you're sharing your story on Facebook, number one, you don't want to share before and after pictures. And I think that's another thing that was focused on. Shaun T talked about it at the end of his workout. Before and after pictures are great, but talk about your journey. Getting from A to B didn't happen overnight. So people want to know your struggles and your successes. What helped you get over some of those struggles and helped you succeed? And they want to know that you're a real person. And that's what people want to see when you post on Facebook. So, share your struggles, share your story, let people know that the things that they're going through, you can relate to and how you can help them. And that when you do get that negative person, just remember that negative person is commenting because of something that you said is stirring up emotions in them. And maybe it hit a core with them because it's something that they can relate to. And so just don't think of that negative. Keep that out of your mind, and, just keep focusing on the people that you're helping and all the people that you are connecting with. And don't be surprised that later down the road, when that negative person keeps seeing your posts, that they'll come back to you, and they'll probably be one of your best challengers down the road. My God, there's so much, and there's no way to even focus on everything that we learned. But, the other thing too is I think my big takeaway is that, you can sit in as many of the presentations as you want and hear the presenters, and they're all fantastic. But the networking that you get with fellow coaches I mean, there's nothing better than that. I've learned a lot from, just being in presentations with people and just talking to the people sitting next to me and seeing, what are they doing and what ideas can we take from them. But being able to spend time with your team members, like Colleen said, people that you've been working with, for me, some of these people I've been working with for over a year, and I've never met them in person. And so to be able to share a house with them and share this experience with them, you can't, it's just amazing. To be at a workout with somebody that you've been on the team with and you're standing next to them and something that they heard is so moving that they're crying, and you're there to hold their hand and you're there to give them a hug and relate with them, with how they're feeling. I mean, there's nothing better than that. So, I mean, Summit's an amazing experience all around for so many reasons. And Colleen's right. There's so many people registered already. It's awesome. And I can't wait to meet you guys there next year.
Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah. And I mean, I'm sitting here shaking my head. I know you can't see me, but I absolutely agree, with everything that you're saying. And they do want to know. And when you said that don't post both before and afters, do post before and afters, but add the story with it and add the struggles and add don't always just post that, but it's okay to post them, but post the struggle and the story with it too. And people do want to hear that. They don't want to just see. They're not going to be as moved maybe by just seeing the before and after.
Yeah, that's all I mean. Yeah, I don't mean to not post them.
Yeah.
But what people can, you can only post that so often.
Right.
But what people want to connect with is the emotion behind it.
Absolutely.
And that's what people are going to connect with.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it seems so silly, like to be so excited by going to a workout and excited that we're there next to a team member and having them cry or be so thrilled or whatever. But it means so much. And every single one of you on this team, I feel connected to, and to be able to be with you in person is tremendous. It's such an amazing experience. So I hope you all will be there next year. I hope you'll be at Super Saturdays in the meantime and, meet each other, any of you that can get together, and then be there with us next year. I just cannot wait. It's absolutely thrilling to me to see how much, my team's grown from me being there by myself, my first year, and then a couple more, and then a couple more last year, and then lots more this year, and so many more, scheduled to be there next year. So we seriously could go on and on forever, but we won't. I wanted to talk just a little bit about kind of one of my favorite aspects of, one of my favorite trainings. And it was actually one of the keynote speakers, DeWitt Jones is his name. And he's actually a previous photographer and a freelance photographer that worked for National Geographic. And you might be like, what? Why are they a photographer? Like this old dude, took nature pictures, whatever, talked to all of us. But he's also he worked on a lot of other marketing campaigns too for Dewar's, Scotch and other big companies that he's worked on. But I see him more as a inspirational and a visionary speaker, basically, because he talked about vision. And I just wanted to go over kind of some of my top notes from that talk. And I actually had seen him speak at the leadership retreat for coaches last September, and was amazed by him then. And I took better notes that time. So I knew I had those notes still. So I'm going to go to those for a second. So I won't be seeing you guys, but I'm going to look at my notes real quick. Hold on one second. And I'm going to share some of that with you guys. Oops. Here we go. Okay, so DeWitt Jones talked about vision, and it really relates to how I think about things, with thinking about our beliefs and what we think about any situation, about people, about our children, about our challengers. Our beliefs about it matter so much, and you can see the same situation. Two people see it very differently and have a very different experience in their life. So for me, that means so much because of thinking of my autism and my son who has autism. And I can see his autism as a beautiful thing and as a gift and as an opportunity for me to learn so much. Somebody else looks at their child with autism, and while they absolutely love them just as much as I love my child, they see it in a different way, and they think of it as a stressful thing and a tragedy and a really hard situation. And they react in a very different way than I do. So he talked about a situation where an old story where two guys were, building and chipping away at stone. And I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm chipping at stone. And he asked the other guy, what are you doing? And the guy said, I'm building a cathedral. And it really matters what you believe you're doing. So if you put it in your situation, what are you doing? Oh, I'm adding more people on Facebook every day. I'm, inviting more people and bugging them and all that. Or somebody else could ask somebody else, what are you doing as a coach? I'm inspiring other people to change their lives and to live, 10 years longer or 20 years longer, enjoying their life and fulfilling, their dreams with their family. That's a really big, different way of seeing what we do as coaches. So I think it's really important to think how powerful it is, what we do, and to be able to share that and keep that in mind. And so not get stuck on the no's that you get, or the people that aren't interested or say they are, but then don't follow through. That's okay. They'll come around. There's more people to ask. There's more people to invite and help change their life because they're ready for it. So a couple more things he talked about. I'll see it because I believed it. So he believed that he would get this job that he had this dream about doing and becoming this documentary, doing this documentary movie and becoming a photographer. And so it made me think about the coaches and the teammates and the business partners and the successful challengers are there. We just need to believe that they're there and invite them. They're there. They're not, everybody's already been found and there's no more coaches that are out there. It's saturated. No, we have so many more people to reach out to and help. They're there. So believe it and you will find those people. He also talked about, in his travels around and his taking photographs of different situations, he was always looking for what's here to celebrate and what's right with this situation. And that hit me so much because that is absolutely how I have taken my experience with autism, and there's lots of struggles, believe me. And, but I have learned, and I've trained myself to come back to what's here to celebrate. And that's why you guys will see me posting so much about positive moments and growth experience that have come from our situation and from my son's challenges that we see as opportunities. So we got to stick around. We got to look and engage with what's going on around us. So maybe you're like, oh gosh, none of these people here, I don't know, at the park with your kids or whatever, none of these people will be interested or whatever, but you never know. Engage with those other moms, engage with those other people, and find out what's going on in their life. You never know. Maybe there is something to celebrate them for. Maybe they have been on a weight loss journey and maybe they would be interested in coaching. You had no idea. So be creative with it and engage with them. You may learn and be able to help them in some way as well. Let's see. He talked about vision without technique. So we have like big vision and wanting, to create, maybe your 5-year plan is to be at home and have a new house and all of that. And those are awesome goals and absolutely possible goals to have with your Beachbody business. But you got to come back to your technique then too. Am I doing the daily activities? Am I doing what I need to do? Am I training my team? Am I doing the very basics of adding new people each day and inviting and sharing my story? So you have to have that technique as well and also maintain that vision, that big vision of what you want your future to be. And let's see, I think I'll also just talk a little bit about, I love this. It kind of talked about he went to yoga and he was not like a yoga guy, but he talked with people about different ways to do yoga and to meditate. And he learned a way called the one breath meditation. And the woman talked about just breathing and thinking about taking it all in as you breathe in and giving it all back. And I just think that's such a great way to think about how I see myself and how I want to be as a coach. Is I want to take it all in. I want to experience things with other people. I want to enjoy life and have a great time, and then give it all back to other people. Like, share my energy, share my positivity, share my vision for my future with other people and for what is possible in all of our futures. And he just talked about just to be the very best that we are each day, and to be present with what we're doing in each moment. And for me, that was so important today. It seemed like everything was going wrong in my day, just craziness. It was little stupid stuff, but everything was like turning the wrong way. And I had to just say, stop, stay present with where I am right now, and enjoy what is right now. And just take it all in, all that was there, and give it all back. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give it all back and give what I want to see in the world to my team tonight as we talk on this call. So just think about that, when you're in conversations with people or when you're in your workout, just take it all in and then give it all back, give it your best. That's all that you can do. So I could go on and on forever because I really enjoyed his talk, but I won't. And I want to let you guys get to your families. And I love that, Lindsay, that you mentioned how they talked about there's so much in your day, so much to schedule and so many tasks to do as far as coaching, but that family is a priority. It is a very family friendly business to be in. And we want to use Beachbody and coaching to enhance our family life, not to take away from it and to exclude it, because that's totally not what Beachbody is about and what this team is about. We all are parts of a family, whether we're married and with kids, or whether we have parents that we help take care of, or whether we have close friends that are like our family, whatever it is. We're a very family friendly business and team. So thank you all for getting on tonight and for listening to the recording later. And I want to let you get back to your families. So is there anything else any questions that you guys have specifically about Summit or about anything else kind of going on with the team that you wanted to bring up?
I have a quick question.
Sure. Go ahead.
The t-shirts that we ordered, are those going to go out soon?
They are. I just wrote your address today, earlier this evening. Yep. So I've got yours, and Paulette, I think I see your picture. I think you're on. I've got your too. I have those. Lindsay has some. I think that she needed to mail out maybe one or two. And I don't think there was anybody else. I might have a few extra. If anybody else is interested in buying one, let me know, and I can see what sizes I have. Okay. And then we also may be ordering, new shirts periodically, several times a year. We usually do order new shirts that I'm actually wearing one right now. This one says Team Beachbody and Coach right on the front there. And then it's got the logos, if you can see them, on the back. So we often order those. So if anybody's interested in getting anywhere and share like that, let me know, and we can kind of figure out when it would be a good time to place an order. All right. Anything else?
I just thought, since we're talking about Summit,
Yep.
It was only appropriate to say that for you Chalene Johnson fans, everybody thought it was hilarious and posted about it all over Facebook. So if you didn't see it, speaking of family, Chalene's suggestion and her whole presentation was pretty much based on having more sex. So that's her suggestion, just in case you wanted to know.
Just in case your husbands didn't like Beachbody, just let them know that that's the kind of presentations we go to. Then maybe they'll be a little more supportive. But seriously, and I was laughing about that when you started talking earlier, Lindsay, about that. But yeah, Chalene said, and she's really talking about if your relationships in your life are not good and are not solid and stable and balanced, then basically nothing else in your life can be. And, she went into more then and talked about that and talked about how we could be still present with our partners and balance that and not have it be my business is all this, how it's really our business. When you have a home business that you run, it really does and works better if it does become our business. And my husband and I definitely went from it being my business in the very beginning to it being our business now. We do things differently for it, but he definitely is on board and supports it in a new way that he definitely didn't in the beginning. Oh, and that's a sneak peek. I'm going to have him at some point talk about kind of how his thoughts went from the beginning of me starting my business to it becoming our business, and his thoughts about it and support with it and everything. So I think that'd be helpful if any of you want to share that too when we do it with your husbands or partners, because it really can share some insight to them and that perspective too. So that'll be coming soon. All right, guys, thanks so much for getting on, and I'll have the recording up as soon as I can, and we will see you in a couple weeks. I'll be posting to get everybody that needs to get on board for the Push to Emerald group starting on Monday. So hop on that quickly because that's going to come real quick after the weekend. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. See ya.